Completed roster. Golden Freddy. When he appears after lowering your tablet, pull it back up and quickly get rid of him. Staring at him for too long will end your run with an unpleasant surprise. Helpy. He will appear on your desk at random when closing your tablet. Get rid of him quick or I'll end up close and personal with an air horn. Balloon Boy. He will try to sneak through the side of the vent. Close the side vent and wait until you hear a thud indicating he is gone. If Balloon Boy slips in, he will temporarily make a nuisance of himself, disabling your flashlight until he leaves. JJ. She will also try to sneak in through the side vent. Close the side vent and wait until you hear a thud indicating she is gone. If JJ slips in, she will disable your door controls until she leaves. Nightmare, Fredbear, and Nightmare. This tag team duo are invisible to the cameras and can only be seen when they reach your doorways. Fredbear takes left, Nightmare takes right. And even then, only their eyes are visible. Close the doors on their faces to send them back into the darkness. Phantom Freddy. He will slowly materialize in your office, fading in from nothing. Shining your flashlight at him is the only way to make him disappear again. If he fully materializes, he will jump scare you and cause you to black out temporarily. Old Man Consequences. Better catch a fish. The Marionette. If you neglect its music box, then it will break free of its prison. Once out, it can't be put back inside, and your ventilation system will drain much faster than it did before, causing blackouts and eventually a game over. Nightmare Yawn. His presence moves randomly to different locations in your office. As you play, he begins to reappear when your mouse cursor moves over him. Be quick to avoid the area of the office that he occupies, or your run will end with a jump scare. Music Man. He's behind you, always. He is sound activated. If you continue to make a lot of noise, he will slowly become more active, crashing his cymbals together faster and faster, finally ending your run with a startling face-to-face jump scare. Nightmare BB. He sits in your office throughout the night, usually slouched over. When slouched, be careful not to shine your light on him. If he is standing, however, shine your light to return to a sitting position. Otherwise, he will attack you when you turn away. Happy Frog. She climbs around in the overhead duct system, making her way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the audio lure to hold her in place. She is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure, but it's immune to the effects of the heater. Mr. Hippo. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Happy Frog. Pig Patch. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Mr. Hippo. Ned Bear. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 50% of the time by the audio lure, and he's slightly faster than Pig Patch. Orville Elephant. He climbs around the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 10% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Ned Bear. Springtrap. He climbs around in the vent system, making his way toward the vent opening embedded in the wall in front of you. Track him by watching the vent monitor. He moves silently, so don't bother listening for him, but when he is poised to attack, you will see his face looking back at you. The vent close the door on him to send him away. Molten Freddy. He also climbs in the vent system, but is much faster than the other animatronic. When he comes to maneuvering his way toward you, you can track him on the vent monitor and hear his laugh when he's poised to attack. Close the vent door on him to send him away. Ennard. He also climbs in the vent system, but unlike the other animatronics in the vents, he is difficult to track, appearing only briefly here and there when moving. He can't be seen in the vent opening, but gives himself away by making a squeaking sound before attacking. Close the door on him to send him away. Whew, that's a lot. Phantom Mangle will appear at random, viewing your monitor. Close the monitor, switch viewing modes to make it disappear. If left on screen for too long, Phantom Mangle will invade your office temporarily, causing audio distractions and increasing your noise meter, which can affect even more problems. Mangle makes his way through the vent system, but unlike the other animatronics in the vent, once he reaches the vent to your office, he will never leave and will enter your office the moment the vent door opens. The only way to stop her is to use the vent snare, which can only be active in one place at a time, forcing you to keep track of Mangle's location in the vents to ensure that correct vent snare is active. Once your office, Mangle will hang from the ceiling, creating audio disturbance, eventually dropping down to jump scare you. This is long. Wither Chica, she is the last of the 5 vent crawlers. Wither Chica can be blocked by a vent snare as well as the vent door. Unlike Ennard and the others, she gives no audio cue when she is at the door, meaning you need to track her position using the vent radar. If she reaches the vent door, she will become stuck in it, preventing you from closing it for the rest of the night. While her Grith prevents Ennard, Molten Freddy, and Springtrap from passing, Mangle can still get through. While this may seem like a strategic event, keep in mind that Wither Chica may eventually wiggle free and jump scare you. Toy Bonnie. He sneaks into the trapdoor on your right. There is no way to prevent him from entering your office. Your only defense is to put on your Freddy Fazbear mask to fool him. Looking directly at him will increase the effects of the mask, causing him to leave a little faster. Toy Chica. She sneaks through the trapdoor to your left. Just like Toy Bonnie, there's no way to prevent her from getting into the room. Your only defense is to put on your Freddy Fazbear mask to fool her. Toy Chica is faster than Toy Bonnie and will invade your office more often. However, she's easier to fool with the mask, especially when looking directly at her. Jack O' Chica. She appears in both your left and right doors at the same time. Closing either door by itself will have no effect on her. Check your cameras and the view of the hallways on either side of you. When Jack O' Chica is fully materialized at both doors, close both doors simultaneously to cause her to disappear. Keeping your office cool will prevent her from appearing. Jack O' Chica only begins to appear when your office overheats. Rockstar Chica. She stands inside your office waiting for her chance to jump scare you. She can approach from either side. Closing the doors will not cause her to leave. To make her leave, double-click the wet floor side and place it in front of the door that she is standing at. This will discourage her from entering. She will be afraid of slipping and make her go away. Freddy Fazbear. He approaches from the left hall, emerging from the darkness, progressing in stages toward your door. Keep track of him on the monitor and shut the door when he is standing in the doorway to turn him away. He moves fast as the building gets warmer, so try to keep him at a cool 60 degrees whenever possible. Phantom BB. He will appear on your viewing monitor at random. Quickly change cameras or close the monitor to avoid his jump scare. Getting jump scared by Phantom BB will cause you to black out temporarily. Phone Guy. He will call at random into your office. You will only have a brief amount of time to mute his call. If you fail to mute the call, you'll be forced to listen to the whole thing, which will aggravate you as well as any animatronic that is sensitive to the noise level. Also, the mute button will appear in unpredictable locations. Nightmare Freddy. While you aren't looking, mini Freddles will accumulate on your desk and around the office. Shine your flashlight to scare them away, and if you let too many of them gather, then Nightmare Freddy will be summoned, ending your run with a jump scare. Chica. She hangs out in the kitchen, being generally clumsy and knocking over lots of pots and pans. In Custom Night, the kitchen is also where the music box happens to be. And while Chica doesn't care if the music box is wound up or not, she can grow tired of the music selection playing. As long as you hear the pots and pans, Chica is content. If she stops making noise, however, she's grown tired of the song, and you'll have a short amount of time to change it. Don't get too eager to change music selections, though, because if you change the music while Chica is happy, then she will leave the kitchen to come get you. Once she leaves the kitchen, there is no way to make her go back. Lefty. He sits in the closet off to the left of the hallway. He becomes more and more agitated if the office becomes too noisy or too hot. The state of agitation increases slowly and will eventually end with Lefty jump scaring you. Lowering the noise won't reverse the effects nor will reduce the temperature. The doors won't prevent Lefty from getting to you. The only way to ease his temperament, which is to switch on the glow music box, listens to all music box animatronics at the expense of extra power being drained. Oh, Toy Freddy looks annoying. L-Chip. L-Chip is a cameo mascot. When he appears at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, his real passion lies on authentic Mexican cuisine. He isn't here to jump scare you, but he may interrupt your night with some jarringly colorful advertisement for L-Chip's Fiesta Buffet. Click skip or press enter to get rid of the invasive advertisement before you lose control of what's going on in your office. Oh, I'll fix my chair. Withered Bonnie. He slips into the trapdoor while you're viewing your monitor. You'll know he's there by the audio and visual distortions he causes by just standing there, ominously. You only have a short amount of time to put on the mask to ward him off. Otherwise, a jump scare is all you have to look forward to. Funtime Chica. She isn't there to ruin your day. She just wants her moment in the spotlight. She'll occasionally appear in your office on your screen as though posing for the red carpet. Accompanied by camera flashes which may cause some disorientation, you'll need to learn to maneuver around your office despite this disorientating effects. Otherwise, someone else will take advantage of your confusion and crash the party. Toy Freddy. Relax. Toy Freddy is retired. He sits in the parts and services room playing video games on his big screen TV. What game is he playing? Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, of course. The problem is that Toy Freddy has never been very good at video games. If he loses his game, he'll probably blame you for it. Check the parts and services cam to see how he's doing in Five Nights with Mr. Hugs. There are 3 ways into the office and only one door can be closed at a time. Click the cams on Toy Freddy's monitor to be sure that the appropriate door is closed to prevent Mr. Hugs from getting into his office. If you check on Toy Freddy and see a game over on his screen, that means Mr. Hugs has already jump scared him, and now Toy Freddy is on his way to jump scare you. Once Toy Freddy has been jump scared, there will be no way to calm down and no way to save yourself. Dun dun dun! Oh god, they're so long now. Okay. Funtime Foxy. He hides behind this curtain while waiting for the show to begin. Check his stage and read the sign to see when the showtime is. It will always be on the hour, but the hour will be random. For instance, showtime may be at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., etc. Remember that time because the showtime is the exact moment that you get jump scared. There's only one way to prevent showtime, and that's by viewing the stage the moment the hour changes. If you are watching him on camera, when showtimes arrive, then the show will be delayed by several hours, and the sign will change as well. Each hour in-game lasts exactly 45 seconds, and there is a timer visible for when you play. Use this to calculate exactly when you need to be viewing Funtime Foxy to ensure the showtime never happens. Ballora. She will approach you from either the left or right hall, disabling all of your camera feeds. As she approaches, you'll have to rely on the sound of her music to determine which side she's approaching from. Close the correct door before she reaches you. Close the door in time, and she will retreat into the darkness. Retreat into the darkness. Rockstar Bonnie. He will occasionally appear in your office and conspicuously missing his guitar. In fact, the only way to appease him is to locate his guitar on camera system and double click on it. Fail to do this in a timely fashion and you'll lower your monitor only to be greeted with a jump scare. Rockstar Foxy is his parrot. Okay, that was Rockstar Bonnie. Rockstar Foxy. His parrot will occasionally fly through your office. If you're able to click on it before it gets away, then Rockstar Foxy will appear in your office. While the other Foxies are here to torment you, Rockstar Foxy isn't quite as hostile. In fact, he'll probably offer a few interesting boosts to help you through the night, such as increasing your power meter, restoring your temperatures to a cool 60 degrees, or soundproofing your office for 5 seconds. However, choosing some Rockstar Foxy without risk is if you catch him in a bad mood, he will just greet you with a jump scare and end your run. Circus Baby, Nightmare Bonnie, and Nightmare Mangle. They will approach from the right hall. Each of them will only attack once per night. They change their order of attack each night so that you won't know who to expect first. There are 2 ways to defend against them. One is to shut the right door and leave it shut for the duration of the night, which is obviously impractical as it will drain your power. The other is to purchase their plush toy from the prize corner. The prize corner has only 3 plush toys available to buy. Bonnie, Mangle, and Baby. And your funds will be very limited, so it's important to buy the characters in the order that they appear in the hall. You must use Faz coins to purchase the plush toys, and there are 2 ways to accumulate them throughout the night. One way is to block the attacks of the other animatronics. Each successful block earns 1 Faz coin. The other way to earn Faz coins is one of the camps is to scan your cursor over to collect them. Increasing the difficulty of these characters will increase the price of their plush toys. William Afton, aka Scrap Trap. Afton is the distinction of having the simplest mechanic in the game, but also probably the scariest. You only attack once per night, and there will be no way of knowing in advance when this attack will happen, or if it will happen at all. He will always attack from the vent on the right wall, and when he does, there will be a violent clamoring sound in the vent, and the lights will flicker. When this happens, you will have only a fraction of a second to close the vent door, and you will end your run with Afton screaming in your face. Scrap Baby. Once per night, she will appear in the other side of your desk, slunched over and appearing to be decommissioned. There will be a shock panel sitting next to her. You can shock her anytime by clicking this button, but it will drain 1% of your power each time you do so, and it will have no effect until she is poised to attack. You must refrain from pushing her button until you notice she has moved. Shocking her at this stage will cause her to leave your office and not return. If you fail to notice... Shocking her at this stage will cause her to leave your office and not return. If you fail to notice that she has moved up and bring your monitor again, you'll have nothing but a jump scare to look forward to. If she leaves, isn't that a good thing? There's only 4 left. Rockstar Freddy. He will stand in your office the entire night, and on occasion will activate, demanding a payment of 5 Faz coins. If you pay him, he will turn to sleep mode. Fail to pay him in a timely fashion, however, you will run out of it. You will end with an angry Rockstar Freddy in your face. The problem is that Faz coins might be scarce, especially if you have other Faz coin demanding animatronics in the hall. Thankfully, there is another option at your disposal. If you're running short of Faz coins and just prefer not to spend them here, just crank up the heat for a few seconds. This will cause Rockstar Freddy to malfunction and eventually think that payment has been made. Trash Gang. Bonnie. Poor Bonnie has been forced to share a cramped stage with the other animatronic Foxy, and he's pretty upset about it. These two will take turns looking out from the curtain, but whereas Foxy will hide himself when viewing the camera, Bonnie will do the opposite and become more agitated. If Bonnie's looking out from the curtain when you view Pirate's Cove, he will take opportunity to flash his blinding eyes and scramble the cameras, all of them, for a significant amount of time. Needless to say, losing the ability to use your cameras for this long will most likely be a death sentence. The only way to tell who is actively looking out from Pirate's Cove is to observe the tiny figurine on your desk. This figurine will change from Foxy to Bonnie depending on who is active in Pirate's Cove. Not paying attention to detail and thereby looking or not looking at Pirate's Cove at the wrong time can cost you your run. Foxy. He inhabits Pirate's Cove along with Bonnie. And while you shouldn't have viewed Pirate's Cove when Bonnie is active, it's a necessity when Foxy is. Foxy will gradually make his exit if you don't check him on regularly, and once he's out, there's no way to make him go back. He also has a few trick up his sleeve to get into your office. He gets piece by piece. He will find any vulnerability into your office, slip chunks of himself, arms, legs, head, torso, throw out any open vent or door until all of his fragments are inside. Once there, he will wait for you to pull up your monitor before putting himself back together and jump scaring you. The death coin counts, by the way. There's a new item available at the prize corner. For a lean 10 Faz coins, price subject to change. If you can purchase the death coin, you can only buy it once per night, and you can use it to eliminate one character from the roster. Although only certain characters are susceptible to deletion. Although this means you can potentially eliminate a character who's been giving you trouble. This also means you'll have fewer coins to defend against a character who demand them, such as Rockstar Freddy, Baby, Nightmare Bonnie, and Nightmare Mangle. So if you choose to buy the coin, it can potentially put you in danger until you build up your coin count again. The characters that are susceptible to deletion by the death coin are Bonnie, Foxy, Lefty, Toy Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Marionette, Rockstar Bonnie. The way this feature will work is that once you have to purchase the death coin from the prize corner, there'll be a death coin icon at the top left. When you're viewing a cam showing a vulnerable target, the icon will light up. If you click the death coin at that point, it will eliminate the target animatronic from the game. Although this may seem pointless at first, after all, if you didn't want a certain character in the game, why add them in the first place, right? Eliminating them is in this way still gives you credit for beating that character. It isn't a freebie, it's a calculated risk. Spending 10 fast coins puts you at risk from other fast coin hungry characters, so it's a choice that players must make depending on the circumstances, similar to how Rockstar Foxy comes with risks despite the potential benefits. Okay, so that'd be funny if there was just Rockstar Foxy here. Just like, why? Okay, so if you delete if you delete Foxy, you don't have to check Pirate's Cove at all. Like, at all. So Bonnie would be useless to delete unless you want more of a hassle. So when I play this, I am deleting Foxy every round. Every round I will delete Foxy. Again, if I'm going to take the risk. But if I'm going to take the risk, I would delete Foxy. Just eliminate a whole entire camera, basically. Because, if you never look at Bonnie. So, yeah. That was the full roster. That was it. I'm not reading the log until it's done. So, yeah. That was the full roster. See you guys in the next video.